You're listening to Women in Sports, a weekly conversation with the legends, rising stars, and athletes making history in Minnesota and beyond. This episode brought to you by Franzen Bank and Trust. Welcome to the Women in Sports podcast. I'm Marielle Mose. Today I am joined by two powerhouse hoopers here in the state of Minnesota. They grew up making names for themselves in the high school basketball scene, and now they're both starters for the Gopher women's basketball team and your best friends. Amaya Battle, Mara Braun, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having
us. So as I just mentioned, you guys were making names for yourself in high school. Mara for Wayzata, Amaya at Hopkins. You guys were direct competitors. What was that dynamic like to go from competitors to teammates?
I don't even know. Well, I think, like, you learn to respect and, like, see each other's game differently, especially because we were in the same conference and section, so we played each other, like, 3 times every year. And then it's kind of funny because the same with, like, Nia. Like, she was in our conference, so we played her all the time, and all of us kind of just grew up playing against each other, so you can kind of get a feel for each other's game. And then when we started playing with each other, we just had this crazy connection. I was like, cool.
Was there any animosity?
No, not. I mean, unfortunately, I never beat Hopkins, so I always am like, can't beat them, join them. So, like, I mean, that's kind of, unfortunately. But, no, I always had respect for her and her game. Obviously, like, our top rival. And the section final was always, like, packed every year, like, sold out. It was really good just for women's sports and, like, the growth of Minnesota sports also. But, yeah, definitely unfortunate, but I'm fine. I'm over
crazy.
it. It's whatever.
One year, the fire marshal came and was like, yeah, you can't let any more people in. And then one game, I don't know if it was a section game or just, like, a conference game. There was, like, Wolves players there.
Yeah.
So the
No
games
way?
were crazy. Yeah, the games were low-key crazy. Yeah.
Cat won, I think.
Yeah, Cat. And then another Wolves player, but I don't know who it was. I don't remember.
Love Cat.
Yeah, so that was cool.
Giving back to his home, or not hometown, but his team that he was invested in at the time in the city. Gotta love him for that. But that's awesome that you guys were part of that and got to experience that at such a young age. But now here on the Gophers, you guys have seen a lot of success in the recent years, WBIT champions, and you're a very tight-knit team as well. How close would you say this team is?
We're really close. I mean, we hang out like every day outside of basketball. Like, you're with each other all day at the gym, and then we still, like, want to hang out, get dinner. We do a lot of coffee shop dates. Like, everyone, I feel like, is into that. Like, tomorrow morning we're going to get donuts. So, like,
where's the donut shop you're going to?
Cardigan. Like, in the Skyway.
Yeah. But, yeah, we do a lot of things together, and we've, I think, just throughout the years all stayed here and have grown together, and you just get closer because of it. So.
Yeah, and we're just super goofy. Like, it feels like for us, there's never a time where you can't be silly. Like, we'll be, like, on the sidelines, like, laughing. There's times where you actually have to lock in, but, like, for the most part, we kind of have fun with whatever it is we have to do.
That's huge. And obviously that plays out in chemistry when you guys are locked in. Do you see that be a benefit, just spending so much time off the court that when you're on the court, you kind of know what each other's thinking and all that?
For sure. Yeah, you can learn what each other's thinking by, like, how they look or, like, you know, their body language, all that. And then even, like, how, like, as a point guard at least, like, I kind of have a better feel of how everybody moves on the floor, how they want the ball, where they want it, what they're looking for and all that.
Yeah, and, like, even lately, Coach P will show film clips and be like, I don't know if you guys communicated. I don't think you communicated, but you guys have just learned to know each other and, like, how to help each other and things like that. So we're just doing things just out of instinct because we do just know each other so well now that it's been like 4 years for a lot of us.
Wow, that makes Coach P's job a lot easier too. So speaking of being so tight-knit, you know, you guys did lose suddenly one of your close teammates, Mallory Heyer. She entered the transfer portal just before the season started. How does this affect this tight-knit chemistry you guys have going into the start of this season?
It's hard. I mean, for me, she's been my roommate for 4 years, and so that definitely takes a toll, and it kind of hit me just emotionally. Like, one of my best friends is leaving, aside from, like, a basketball player. Like, obviously our relationship was more than on the court. As far as on the court, everyone's just going to have to do a little bit more. Like, we've seen with, like, injuries throughout our team having to pick up for each other, and deal with adversity. So unfortunately, we do know what it's like, but fortunately that we can adjust, and we know she'll be great somewhere else.
Yeah, and then, like, we used to call each other the Fab Four because us two, Nia and her, we all came in. So, yeah, it's really sad to see it because somebody you've played with for so long to leave. But she's doing what's best for her. And kind of like what Mara said, the past 2 seasons, we've seen players go down, so we kind of know how to handle that. Unfortunately, like, you don't always want to learn how to do that. And our team this year has a lot of depth, so that'll help out as well.
Great. Love to hear that. And that's a really good point. You guys have had to make up for injury. Mara, unfortunately, you've suffered so many injuries the last 2 seasons. And as fans, it's such a heartbreak because you're such a contributor as a lead scorer your freshman and sophomore year. How are you feeling now and going into this new season?
Yeah, I feel good. Stronger than ever, just excited to be back. I feel like, especially with our first 2 scrimmages we've done well and just played so well off of each other. And it's just been high energy. So we're excited to get this season going.
What have you done in the last 2 seasons when these season-ending injuries happen? How do you kind of overcome that and stay positive and motivated to get back?
Well, I just go back to obviously what's rooted me and my family, friends, and my faith. Obviously, like, you can't get through something like this once without it, and twice is even harder. So just relying on my people, especially being close to home, that really helped too, and being close to my family and for my surgeries, having to stay back from the team, but having them. And everyone's just been super supportive and never stopped believing in me. And so, I don't know. It was hard, but now I'm on the other side of it, and I couldn't be more grateful.
Good. And we are so happy you're on the other side of it. I am curious because I do so many stories about athletes that recover from injury, and I'm so awed by how many hours they put into PT. Do you have an idea of how much, what you've done to take it to that next level to make sure you can return?
A ton.
Well, yeah, it's a lot because every day you're coming in and you're doing your hour to 2 hours of rehab, and then you have your own individual workouts with coaches, and then going to practice and sitting through passing, coaching, trying to help in practice, which is another 2-ish hours, and then a lift on top of that. So it adds up for sure.
It's like a school day.
Long, for real, long days. But like I said, when you're on the other side of it, it doesn't seem too bad.
Exactly. When you look in hindsight, you're like, all worth it, all worth it. Amaya, you played for Hopkins and you were teammates with Paige Beckers. You overlapped. To see where she is today and the impact she's had on women's sports as a whole, what's going through your head as someone who was not just her teammate but her friend?
I think at the time we all everybody knew, okay, he's gonna go, she's gonna go be great. But to see it at this level is kind of insane. I don't even know. I can't. In the timing of it too, she's been coming, the class before her had Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and her, they're all making a huge impact on the game. But to see somebody that I played with and grew up with. And I think it's really cool that she's using this opportunity to help give back to people. She opened up a food drive or food shelving at her junior high that she went to. And that's not surprising because that's another thing I think people don't always see about her is she has a really big heart. So her getting these opportunities to, move the game forward, show off her, she's also using them to give back and help others.
Are you still in touch with her? Has she not forgotten her roots and her original teammates?
No, I hope she didn't. No, I'm just kidding. No, she'll still contact us. We have a group chat of I don't know, there's probably 5 or 6 of us that we're all in my class, so the 2 years below her, and she'll talk to us, check in on us.
Awesome. What was it like, Mara, playing against her in high school?
She was always a great player, obviously, someone I'd looked up to at the time. Definitely didn't like playing against her, but now it's looking back, especially the person she is, and knowing she was so close with her, I was like, she has to be a decent person. I feel like I have to like her. But no, just seeing, especially her come back from injury, that's been inspiring too. Just seeing how she's handled it and come back better than ever. So that's definitely something to stay motivated and inspired for.
Definitely. I mean, talk about a perfect example for you for an injury comeback.
Yeah.
And speaking of the pros, Amaya, your brother's in the NBA.
Yeah.
Toronto Raptors. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Have you gotten to see him play? What's that like to have a family member make it to the big leagues?
I mean, Toronto's kind of far, but they do. Well, when he played them here last year, or the Wolves here last year early, I didn't go, but they play the Wolves in February or something like that. So if we're not at a game or anything I want to go. But no, I'll catch them on TV or like look at the stat sheet after a game. And yeah, I honestly was surprised. I can't believe he made it for real. I'm definitely the better one, but no, he worked really hard for that, so he deserves that.
That's awesome. Between your brother and Paige, like people so close to you guys, 6 degrees of separation making it to the pros, how does that inspire kind of what you both see for your basketball careers post-college?
Yeah, I think especially now watching players that we played in college or only a few years older than us that are playing in the pros, it's making it become more surreal and just like seem like something that's attainable. And so for us, just, I mean, she's closer now than I am, but just, you know, keeping that in mind, but also like going back to, okay, what do we want to accomplish in college? Like there's that fine line of knowing what our future, what we want, but also like staying in the precious present, like Coach P talks about.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely something we're both like looking and aspiring to be in the league for sure.
Gosh, I hope that for both of you. But I get it. You have really big goals you want to accomplish here for the Gophers first. I want to change things up and do a quick rapid fire.
Okay.
Just we can have fun with this. Okay, so both of you will answer these questions, and we'll just whoever goes first, just go for it. Okay. Favorite team as a kid?
I was a huge Lynx fan, actually. I actually have one of Coach Way's shoes signed. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I never told you that.
No.
I literally told her, yeah, I have one of them. I always thought that was funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, Lynx Gophers, like grown up going to all those games, especially Gopher football games.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Well, favorite team now, and it can be the same answer.
Gopher women's basketball.
Great answer. Okay, that answer or Lynx?
Okay, current hype song.
Oh, that's a good question. My all-time favorite is The Spins by Mac Miller, so probably that one.
Right now, I've been into Somebody Loves Me, Drake, Party
Period.
Next Door.
Yeah, you play that in the morning
I know,
sometimes.
I love that song.
What's the pregame ritual? It might include this hype song, but what's your pregame rituals?
We kind of have like similar ones in a way, but I definitely do some sort of recovery, a shower that's in there. We do Bible studies.
Yeah.
It's pretty chill.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Mine's the same, maybe throwing a nap or some recovery thing like Normatex or Contrast.
Nice. What's the joy for you guys off the court?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Honestly, like it's so just cliche, but just like being with family and friends, like especially how close our team is. Like I feel like there's always something to look forward to that we have planned or something like that.
I like all the little things life gives, so I'll find joy in all those little things, no matter what it is.
If I recall, you were into photography for a while.
Yeah, that's a joy too. But
okay,
yeah.
Is that still something you're doing?
Yeah, I mean not in the season as much because there's not as much time, but mostly like off season, out of season. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that's like a lazy girl bed rot that gets you excited? Like, is there a show you're watching? That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Twilight.
Yes, we're locked. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, I love Twilight.
Or Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, that's
okay.
A good one.
So we're fantasy girls.
It's
just
like the fall season right now.
Yeah.
It's the vibe.
Yes, that's actually totally the vibe. Vampires, spooky season.
I was hoping you knew because that's why I didn't say anything. Because I was like, she's got this.
Are you guys just the OG, like the first, or do you watch all the Twilight movies?
I've seen all of them, but right now I'm reading the book. So like when I finish one book, I watch the movie. So I just watch movie 1, book 2, book 1. So yeah.
Yeah, I've just watched the first one, so I'm going through.
What's one piece of advice that's stuck with you?
Ooh. Honestly, Donnie P preaches the precious present, and that'll change your life. So I would say that.
What do you take away from the precious present?
Oh yeah,
like,
I probably should explain it.
Like, what is that? Yeah, what does that mean?
Basically,
to you?
it just means being in every single moment as much as possible. Like literally being present in any moment experience as much as possible.
Or she also says the way you do anything is the way you do everything.
Yeah.
Just in the way you go about your everyday life, the way you treat people, everything. Like it all just shows who you are as a character.
And that plays out on the court.
Yeah, for sure.
Love that. Okay, so you guys, I want to circle back to your friendship. We have been kind of inundated in culture of dynamic duos. And speaking of the Lynx, stud buds, iconic dynamic duo. Do you guys have like a little nickname for this friendship here?
Yes. The Twinums. Yes, we're Twinums.
Twinums.
We call each other Twinum.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I mean, sometimes if it's serious, I'll call her Amaya, but like,
Yeah.
normally not.
You're in trouble when you get called by your full name.
Or I just need her attention. It's like, Amaya. But
Yeah, that I gotta lock it. But yeah, I usually call her like Twinum or 20. So yeah.
Okay, so judging by the nickname then, is this kind of, this isn't an opposites attract friendship, or is it more like twins attract friendship?
It's
I
like
don't even know. I don't
mixture
even
of
know
both.
exactly how it started.
Coach Kelly, our freshman year, was like, you guys are alike. And then, but I don't remember how the Twinum like name came.
I don't know either.
But
Everyone just knows us as that.
Yeah.
You're both guards, so you kind of play a similar role on the court.
Yeah.
Same age, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
We just stuck with it.
Yeah.
What does the friendship look like in the off season? What are you guys doing? Are you still, I'm guessing, hanging out?
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys do this off season? That was probably a highlight.
We did a lot. What did we do?
Well, one was the Alexandria camp.
Yeah, I was about to say camp. We go to this camp in Alexandria for special needs people. And basically the like message or theme of the camp is they can do everything people say they can't do. So it's ran like a normal camp. They can go like tubing, fishing, golf cart rides, arts and crafts.
Anything you could think of.
Literally anything you can think of. We do that. It wasn't this summer, but one of my favorite things we've done is 2 summers ago when we went to UTC, and which is a Bible study camp for athletes. Did I say that right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a Christian-based like boot camp kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You just like learn how to incorporate your faith into your sport, and it's really cool. It pushes you in a different way, like physically and like mentally. But I feel like we definitely grew from it, and like our friendship also. But we do a lot of like small things too, and like those are kind of the bigger things. But I don't know.
Yeah.
We go to like Coach P's too, and we go to her lake house.
Your pool.
Oh yeah, we go to my pool a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
You guys have mentioned faith a lot. How much is that like a stronghold in your lives and in basketball?
A big part, like the biggest part probably too. Just also we lead a Bible study on our team.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So we
that.
go back and forth in leading that. So we're also in a different group with other athletes. So that's cool too. So we can kind of get outside of our normal circles. But yeah, we lead that. But for me, with especially injury, just relying on God and his plan for me, like at that point, there's really nothing else you can do. And so just really leaning in on that. And I have like great people around me that also are Christians, same with Coach P, that just have led me into the right direction.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Maybe what's like a misconception maybe people have on faith and athletes? Is there something that,
Oh, that's a good question.
just because you see it a lot as something that intermingles with each other, but if someone's not a person of faith, they might be confused. So
Yeah.
what's something you wish you knew or could explain?
I would say that, well, you can kind of use this in like outside of sports, but I would say as an athlete, it's very grounding and centering because as athletes, we kind of look at what we do for value. Like, okay, I scored this amount of points. I had this many rebounds. Oh, I had a bad game. I had this amount of turnovers. I missed this many shots. And so I'm either feeling good or bad based off that. But regardless of how I perform, I always know to be true that like God loves me and will love me unconditionally. And you can like center yourself on that so much. Or how lately I've used it is like with God, you can always choose joy. So even if you're faced with a horrible or like just a situation you don't want to be in, whether that's like you're going to 7 a.m. weights or like there's something for real going on in your life, you can always choose joy with God because at the end of the day, he's going to get you through it.
Period.
That was actually such a good explanation because I've always been curious. You see faith and athletics coexist so often. And I was kind of curious, like, you know, is this just the way they were all raised and they all happen to be athletes? Like, where does this come from? But that's really interesting because it's like your stats are are given so much value on an athlete. And so if you want to keep a steady core that keeps you afloat, that's where your faith comes in. So stats don't take over.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And it's easier said than done. Obviously, you're human. You get into those I'm selfish maybe mindsets of just thinking of things like that, which I know I still do, but it's like you have a better idea, better foundation that you can look upon and fall onto. And like I said, when you have other Christians and people around you that can help center you, it's helpful as well.
So coming off the heels of a WBIT championship, congrats, by the way. That's so exciting. What are the goals for this upcoming season?
Can I say?
Yeah.
We want to go dancing.
I did not know that's
Go
what
to
you're
the
going to
dance.
say. I did not know that's what you're going to say, but yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, because what is that? I mean, obviously becoming a champion in any tournament is an exciting thing, but to you, it's like, we want to be in the next stage up. We want to be in March Madness.
Yeah.
Do you guys think you got what it takes to get there this year?
Yeah. I think now just putting all the pieces together, and we want it a lot for each other too, and that's our mission, especially with her and, some of our others, Soph obviously, but then some of our transfers, like it's their last opportunity to do that. So we're going to go and do whatever it takes.
All right, we wrap up every podcast with the same two questions.
Okay.
Who is the sports sis you're hyping these days? Who do you want us to be paying attention to?
She doesn't play anymore, but mine would be Serena Williams, because she's a crazy athlete and she dominated tennis, and I love tennis, so I'm going with her.
Yeah, she says if basketball doesn't work out, she's going to switch to tennis.
Yeah.
Love it. It's never too late.
There we go.
Right? I got to shout out our girl Rachel Bannum. She's done a lot for us and just being like a big sister mentor to us. And now she joined the Unrivaled League, so I'm really excited to watch her play. But yeah, shout out Rachie. We love you.
Oh my gosh, Rachel is awesome. Rachel, we want you on the podcast.
Yes.
Saying
She
that
would
right
be
now.
hilarious.
Rachel's
I'll come back just for that.
Literally.
Okay, you two need to help me out, get her on this pod.
Bet.
Oh,
But yeah,
so
what
funny.
is that like to have like she's a former Gopher alum, then she becomes your coach, then she goes simultaneously in the WNBA.
Yeah.
Like, how cool is that for you guys as far as inspiration goes?
It's sick. And she's super relatable because, like, she's literally up in the rafters at the barn. So, like, she probably had, like, 20 times the pressure we have ever felt playing here. So, just being able to, like, talk to her about it. And she just understands, like, the dynamic of college basketball.
And she just knows how to level out like competitiveness with like, she's so goofy and just she'll crack jokes, and she knows how to find like joy in her sport. And I just feel like that's super inspiring too, and knowing you can be yourself and still be a crazy good basketball player.
Definitely. I think she's so good at that. It's like so clear that she's authentically herself. Yeah, can't wait to watch you in Unrivaled, Rachel. Lastly, what is your why? Why do you wake up and do this every day as college athletes?
You didn't know that. You just told me that was going to be a question.
Yeah. I feel like,
yeah, you got it.
well, I just feel like it's the same reason why I chose to stay here, just to be able to give back to the community and my friends and family, and especially family, being able to play in front of them and wake up and just also inspire the other kids that are looking up to us and want to do the same thing, and keeping people in state and playing for their home state. But I feel like it's a lot of things, but at the same time, it's also my joy and what I love to do. Like I wake up every day excited to do it. So especially now that I'm healthy, I feel like that put a whole other perspective on it. But
Love that.
It started out being to turn the program around and like all the things she said, which is still a huge why for me. But lately, especially because my senior year, it's soaking up every moment and enjoying the time I've left with the people I've been playing with forever. Or not forever, but like 4 years.
seems like forever.
It seems like forever though, yeah.
Well, I know both of you got, recruited all over the country, and I can know I'm speaking for all Minnesota fans when I say thank you for choosing to stay at home and keeping your talents here. It's been a joy to watch both of you on the court, and we can't wait to see what you do this upcoming season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Gopher women's basketball season begins November 4th at home against North Dakota, and season tickets are still available. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thank you for listening to Women in Sports, a weekly conversation with your favorite female athletes. Find us wherever you get your podcasts. We'll see you next week.